Hey guys, you've been added to the Close Friends list. We are a podcast that talks about pop culture, gossip, and really anything we want. As you know, the Close Friends list is always a vibe that's changing, so make sure you stay a part of ours by following us anywhere you listen to podcasts at Close Friends List Pod. New episodes drop every Friday at midnight. We are so excited to have you on our Close Friends list, and we hope to be added to yours soon.
Welcome back to the Close Friends List pod, everyone. It's been a rough few days because we have discovered that 77% of our viewership on YouTube is male, and we've been getting hate comments. And I just need us to discuss this because it's been taking up my past 2 days.
Yes.
And I hate it.
Yes.
And never did I think that our episode about just hating on celebrities would be the one that got them.
Yeah, literally.
But that's the one.
Well, I will say the clips we pulled, I remember thinking the Chris Brown was going to be kind of not controversial.
I didn't think it's controversial.
But he just got arrested, so I knew it'd be like a hot topic.
Yeah,
I pulled it. Let's put that
for
out
sure.
there.
Exactly.
And then we're getting Chris Brown apologists in the comments. That's the problem.
Defenders is so crazy
because the majority don't fuck with Chris Brown.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like you really got to be in there deep to be.
And
defending.
One of them literally called us Megan Thee Stallion defenders because she put an innocent man in prison. Please,
who's even talking about that?
It's crazy.
An innocent man.
That's what he said.
I know.
They were first of all, they called her Megan the Mule.
Please.
I was gagged. And then they were like, put an innocent man in prison. And I was like, he literally shot her. What are we talking about?
And the thing is, we have had a primarily male viewership on YouTube for a while, unfortunately, but it's never been
so
they've never come out of the woodworks.
Yeah. And everything else is fine. TikTok, YouTube, or TikTok, Spotify, Instagram, not an issue there. And 98% on Spotify. Thank you, Spotify listeners. We love you.
Yes, we love you. Kisses all around.
But we just thought, over time, given our fucking content,
given we are three gals, we're just
not talking about anything that they're interested in. I don't think
it's like the opposite of an FYP. On
no,
YouTube.
literally,
it is
literally.
These are the people that would hate you so much that
they're like the hate YP.
Well, and that's what's gagging me. You think it's a burn that you typed out a 2-paragraph essay on this YouTube short, not even my video, the short
a clip.
That's the one. They're three think pieces in our comments.
Yeah. I'm like, you really think somebody was, what did they say? They said Chris Brown doesn't need you. I'm like, why would he? Why do I care about him?
Comment they were was he only beat one woman.
That's the one I was just about to bring up. I was like, only one woman.
One is more than enough.
One is more than enough. You shouldn't be beating people, beating women in general. And they were like, it's not confirmed, just money grabs. And I was like,
okay, but
the one that is confirmed in your eyes
for defending him.
Well,
what are you getting out of defending him?
Is Chris in your pocket?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the Chris Brown ones, I can get over it because it's the Breezy stands, unfortunately. I saw the 4 videos. I knew people were still there.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
He's still going on tour. Yeah, we see him.
That's surprising me is the Will Smith clip that I played. That I we're getting Chris Rock defender,
which is
I didn't know those were people
crawling out of the woodworks here.
That's what I'm saying. They're calling me insufferable. They're saying I'm small-minded. What else?
They're like, you guys are insane. I was like, what? And because we had said, we were like, oh, if this was 2 white people, it's the 2 black men of it all is why it was such a big deal. And they were like, how did y'all turn this about race? I was like,
but then
that's why
here I am on
2 black men.
Well, and here I am on TikTok. All the comments are like, so true. If it was a white woman, nobody would care. Blah, blah, blah. And it's that's the audience that is here for the tour. That's why I
need to translate. Yeah. So I need to translate to the other one, but it was just so crazy, and new comments keep popping up.
Yeah,
someone was like, "It's assault." I was like, "Hello."
You should look at our video from yesterday and then talk about assault and
Exactly. Where was that over here?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like how many apologists there are for just like straight up, no matter the situation. It's like he didn't do that. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it's like hello. Are we looking at the same situation? Like, what are you talking about?
And thank you so much for the engagement. It means everything to me, but you will be blocked.
Yes.
Yeah, we are hiding you from our YouTube channel and you will be blocked.
Yeah.
But it was just like so crazy that the day after like the Chris Brown post, like we put that clip out, a TikTok of all the things that he has done of not just beating women, but like all the things in a timeline order. And I just kept swiping the screenshots and the pictures. And I was like, how are we in the year 2025 still, not we, because we're not, but how are you people still defending him? Like, it's so crazy.
Like Cat Williams said, you have an unnatural allegiance to losers. Like, what is going on? Why are you dedicated to a loser?
Exactly.
And
like,
and I'm just confused by yesterday we were pro assault because everybody wants Chris Brown to be happy, and today it's a problem that I'm forgiving.
they're like, it's assault.
Like,
like,
there's like what side are we on?
You can't-
White men on YouTube.
But it's
I don't
because
understand.
It's against another man. That's why.
Yeah, right, exactly.
When it's against women, it's okay. It's
Right.
fine.
Exactly.
Right. It's only one.
That's the one.
You're
It's
so
only
right. You're
one.
so right.
It's only one woman. Yeah.
And it's dismissible, if anything, because he writes good songs. You know?
And it was so long
It
ago.
was so long ago, which one actually?
I mean, the one that they're
the many
claiming,
times, like
the
this
only
one.
one they're claiming.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
is-
the other protective orders, lawsuits, things like that. I mean, he's getting arrested overseas for no reason, apparently. Like,
Nope.
The funny thing is about that clip, that what we said about Chris Brown, that's all we say about him in the episode. We then move on to talk about other people we hate instead.
yeah, because it's
So the gag was like, because at the beginning of that episode, we were like, we're not going to talk about these people because we know they're problematic. And like, we're moving on. Like, check done. Like, they're already on the list. Like, here are the more in-depth people that we're like going to talk about and be like, oh, they're problematic. We hate them. But these people are like, Chris Brown is not.
like, imagine what they do with the rest of their time.
When it just makes me wonder, the rest of that episode, like, are y'all gonna support Joey King in the comments too? Like, what's the, because Homegirl hasn't actually done anything. Let's throw that out there.
There might be some apologists out there for Joey King.
There might be. Guess they'll have to watch the episode and see, like, because we didn't pull that clip.
They won't, but that's okay. I don't want their view anyway. Truly, like
Exactly.
I am.
It's disgusting. I
looking
literally,
changing.
I'm
what we
I'm
can
like,
do different. I don't know.
need more girly pop, more women, more girls, gays, and days. Like, I don't want these straight men here. So,
And I don't know how it happened because we don't talk about anything.
Thanks, but no thanks.
even when we do our like sports related one or like a movie that like we did our Sinners one, we're still like, okay, this man is hot, like this guy is everything, like blah blah blah.
On the PowerPoint, we literally had who's hot in the hockey and the soccer episode. Like,
each niche episode we do, we're like, okay, here's the hot list. Like, there's that. So I don't know
what's interesting about that exactly. Girls, please watch. No, I'm kidding.
It's like
this is us on our knees begging you, girlies, please watch, please click in, because
combat the
toxic masculinity.
77% is crazy, and I wanted to cry.
This is a call to action.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, truly.
Gosh, I just needed to bring that to the front. I needed to discuss it because it's just too much.
I'm just like shocked. I didn't see it coming, you know?
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I figured we'd get one or two.
Yeah,
exactly.
One or two, but
the like
massive
on those are crazy. 30% on both.
That's
with double digit interaction on both.
That is a whammy. Yeah.
So crazy.
That's why it's my opinion. It's my podcast, baby.
Exactly. So. That's why we started a podcast.
Do you have opinions? You can talk on your own podcast.
There we go.
We can cut this. It's becoming too long. The guy today that was like, how about you guys have people call in and I'll decide I'll decide if your content is good enough to subscribe. At that point, I will re-review. I'm like, bro,
Like, we don't want you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Call in.
I'm like, first of all, I just told you we only have 30 subscribers because
Yeah.
look, I'll be upfront. You can see it on our fucking page.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not here to hide.
It's a public page.
That's what I'm saying. So I said, you could be number 31. And he's like, why don't you guys once a week have people call in? Bitch, who's calling in? Like, we have
He's like,
subscribers.
Also,
He's like, be a live podcast. Maybe I'll tune in. And if you put
like
topics of
there's a
substance,
step
then
to take.
That's what I'm saying.
For me to become a listener.
Exactly.
it's the wild mansplaining in the thesis. Like, I'm just.
That one gagged me because I literally all day yesterday, I was like, it's crickets since I put that comment and he hasn't said a thing. 22 hours later, maybe you should think about,
He wants to listen so bad. That's the thing.
but can't justify because it's not his usual content.
He wants to listen so bad. He wants to be a girly so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Pride Month. I totally understand. Like, be your true self. If you want to be a girly, be a girly. But, like, don't hate on the girlies that are girlies. Like, it's as simple as that.
Oh my God.
You don't have to make up excuses to listen, babes. Just
it's,
every
the
Friday.
world. You have free will. Just
every Friday.
listen.
Every Friday. You're there.
Like, I'm torn, like, get my views up, but also it's another man. Like, and that's against our
I don't want that.
You're fucking up our ratio.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh gosh. Oh
Cut
my
it out.
gosh.
Go, like,
If your man keeps scrolling,
please.
Literally keep
for
scrolling.
you.
Bye bye.
This is a girl's space. Girls' gay space.
that's it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Pride Month, guys.
Happy Pride Month.
Mhm.
Adi, you have the question of the week.
I do have a question of the week. I saw this question on TikTok, and it's a good one. I will have to say, so the question of the week is, what is one song that would make you drive 90 in a 35? And by that I mean, what's the song that like gets you going when you're on the road, that you forget that your gas is on the pedal? You are just cruising. It's
pedal to the metal, baby.
It's 80 degrees, the sun's shining, it's a summer day, you're off work early, you just got paid.
Ooh. Yeah.
You're on your way
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, in that perfect scenario situation, there's no traffic, you got nowhere to be, but you're just cruising. What is that song that's going to make you ride smooth down the road?
Yeah. Ride real smooth.
I could start us off, and I'll say, if I had to say, like, as a joke, or like, honestly, not even a joke, because this song has come on, I'm like, you know what, this is it. It's gonna have to be "Life Is a Highway" by Rascal Flatts, because
oh my God,
that song, windows down, 80 degrees. Fuck, my arms out the window doing a fucking dolphin. Like, listen, once your hand's out the window and you start doing the dolphin, that's when like, okay,
Right.
I'm on a ride.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had the top off. Like, I got the sunnies on. Like, this is a good. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night. And then, like, that's for sure, like, one of these songs.
Yeah.
Pre them being at the Trump thing, I would have to had that.
Yeah.
For sure.
That song came out before Trump was even a thing.
No, I know. That's why I said pre them being at the Trump thing a few months ago.
Okay,
so not this summer, but like
last summer maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so funny. I can go next. Honestly, anything that has like a good upbeat tempo, like, I'm there. And also I know every word to it, or like almost every word. And I have two categories for this. First are the pop hits that I'm like, yes, here we go. I'm like, We Belong Together by Mimi, like, After Last Night by Silk Sonic, My Boo by Usher and Alicia Keys, Halo by Beyonce. Like, those are like, I'm full blast going out, like, we're here. But then the second one is more niche, and it's my Broadway hits. So I pretend like I'm on Broadway in my car. That's honestly what I do when I'm driving to like San Francisco to see my sister. Um, music blasting. I can't hear any sirens around me. I'm driving. I have like Good Morning Baltimore from Hairspray. I have, So Much Better from Legally Blonde, the musical. I have any of the Hamilton soundtrack, let's be honest, Apex Predator from Mean Girls, and then basically the Spring Awakening cast album as well. But it's just like, those are my two. Whichever mood I'm feeling, it's either pop hits or Broadway hits. And then I'm there, pedal to the metal, going.
Love.
That's good.
I have like a mix of in between because I
Okay.
have like
Yeah, I have
probably
others, too.
3-ish. Well, because like similar to you, where I'm like anything with like a pop beat. Like I was thinking about our drive to New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, I couldn't tell you the speed we were on. You know, what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like what's on that playlist? Anything One Direction for sure. Because I'm like, how do you pick one,
Yeah.
right? But top 3 that came to mind, especially I guess this week, maybe like the summer vibes of it all. Wide Open Spaces by the Chicks, Gunpowder and Lead by Miranda Lambert, and
Ooh.
American Teenager by Ethel Cain. And fun fact, that one was on Barack Obama's like end of year playlist.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
Like,
Good taste.
unfortunately, I think about it every time I play it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you kind of ruined it for me, Barack. Like, I hate to say.
Yeah.
I'll keep listening though.
My other last 2 songs, you guys are gonna hate me. I'm sorry, but "Sunrise" by Morgan Wallen.
I knew he was gonna be on your list.
banger, baby.
I'm shocked he wasn't the first one, but then we heard the
saying.
first
He
one, and I
Wasn't gonna
said,
be the
well,
first one. I wanted to set the tone right before I threw him in there.
I see.
literally
You
right.
deceived us.
What I say, I look at the weather app and I see it's going to be 80 and sunny. I already know that's the first song I'm putting on when I get in the car because that sets the mood. And then the other song is going to have to be Bodak Yellow by Cardi B because the way that I
It'll never get old.
on the steering
Honestly.
wheel, like the way that I'm sitting up speeding
Yeah.
to that song is diabolical.
Yeah.
But speaking of speeding, I finally paid my tolls.
Oh, love.
Proud of you.
Finally paid my property tax, and I can
Wow.
finally renew my tags.
So, did you download the app so you can pay as you go now? Did you get an Easy Pass?
I'm gonna
or
get
are
an
you-
easy pass.
Okay,
You
okay.
have to make an appointment.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna
Really?
You have to make an
I
appointment.
bought one at Taylor's Do It Center.
really.
Yeah.
I think I just
I was
ordered
on
mine
the-
online
and
when I
it said-
like.
It said schedule your appointment to get your easy pass.
Maybe they changed
I was
it.
gonna do like a double
Maybe.
whammy of like get my registration, get my easy
Well,
pass.
I mean, you got to go to the DMV anyway.
I
so
got yeah
Exactly,
Like,
like,
the shit
might as
online.
well.
Like,
Yeah.
It's been 2 years. You need to come in person.
they're like, "You're still driving?"
Oh.
Yeah.
You might be saying like,
No,
Yeah.
literally, they're like, actually go to jail. Like we're locking you up
we're
right
actually
now.
taking your car when you go to
We're
the
taking
DMV.
your car
Like,
and your license.
You show up there like bailiff.
So, literally, so like
I'm right
just in
here.
case You guys don't hear from me tomorrow.
Shit.
You know where I'm at. I'm
I'll
debating.
be tracking your location. Yeah.
Please do, please
And
do.
you'll just
I
be
don't
like,
know
at the
anyone's
DM.
number except my mom, and I'm not calling my mom if I go to jail for this because my dad has been saying you're gonna go to jail. So, yeah.
I mean, people have expired tags all the time for different reasons.
That's what I'm saying.
So
and I'm going
you should
in.
be
Like,
okay.
I literally paid my dues.
I mean, you could be driving another car there. It doesn't have to be the
Yeah.
one that's expired.
Exactly.
It just so happens to be, but they don't know that.
No.
They don't know that. So I love
paid
that
my
for you.
dues. I did what I was supposed to do 2 years
Proud
ago,
of you.
and thank you.
I can't wait for you to get an easy pass. You know, just
I
to keep the
can't.
good
For the
going.
ease.
I
Yeah.
can't wait either.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then driving with the Easy Pass, windows down,
know.
music blasting, like,
I
and
can't
not
wait
having to
drive
stop.
not illegally because the way that I'm such an impeccable driver right now to not get pulled over is like actually ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, see, it's funny because I was thinking when we were talking about the songs, I'm like, the thing with the Prius is nobody's looking twice at a Prius. I've literally been going 20 over in front of a cop with a gun out, you know,
Yeah.
his little radar gun.
Oh,
Didn't even look twice at
No.
me. Priuses can't go that fast,
No.
you know, so they're not pulling me over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can go as fast as I want with
fine.
these songs
Yeah, they're gonna pull me
because-
over real quick.
Yeah.
My license
SUV.
plate literally says Black Jedi. They're waiting.
Yeah, they're like black.
And you know the way Virginia state troopers are. They hide in the fucking cut.
They do. They're
ready to go.
They got a job to do.
Beginning
and
and the
they
end of the
take it
month.
seriously.
Yeah, they're like, gotta get this quota.
They're hitting that quota, and I am not going to be a part of that number. So
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been for 2 years. I feel like, honest to God, it's gonna happen like next week.
I mean,
like,
you've been doing a lot
Stop,
of
knock on
driving,
wood.
too.
I've been doing
Like,
a lot of driving.
yeah.
It's like disgusting. Yeah, I need to
Wow.
stay my ass home. I cannot afford a ticket.
I mean, you're in the home stretch now, you know?
Yes, I
So,
really am. God bless. As
I
soon
mean,
as I
you-
get that receipt, I'm laminating that bitch like front and center.
Are you
Right
doing like
here.
a 3-year registration?
I got to
you,
now.
you
I have
should.
to. I
You should.
literally have to because the way
You
I'm
cannot, yeah.
dead for
No.
the next 8 years is like
The sad thing is,
And
like,
they're
if
like,
you-
I just give you 2 though. And you're like, okay, but see you in 6. Thank you.
the thing is, it's like I always do the 3, and it is only $3 cheaper. They only give
know.
you $1 less a year. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, you can give me more than this.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. So this all started because when I got my car in 2021, and then I had the registration until 2023, someone in Norfolk stole my stickers. Right? They stole my stickers, and then I was like, well, like.
I mean, if you get pulled over, registration's still current.
Yeah.
Like in theory.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay, like that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna get like a new sticker for 2023. I didn't like
Right.
renew it to
Mhm.
like the next time.
Then 2023 came
And then
around.
2023 came around, and I was like, well, I owe property taxes, and
I can't
paying
be
those.
doing all this.
I did all that, and then I owed tolls, and then it
Yeah.
just goes one thing.
Yeah.
Tolls were the one,
The
honestly.
tolls got me.
Yeah.
And they would have just been the $300 if I would have just paid it
Yeah.
when it was due. But I was not about that life. So
Mhm.
well, there you
Speaking of driving,
go. Speaking of driving,
summer plans, travel.
travel.
Mommy needs a trip.
Point A to point B. Yeah.
Exactly.
Get there. There's bus, there's train, there's cars, there's planes.
Mm-hmm.
What, Erin?
I was just seeing what you were gonna, name next.
Getting Dr. Seuss, we love it.
I mean, I've traveled.
know.
I've used every form of travel except for a boat.
Mm.
Or a ship, I would say. I've been on a boat before, like in Hawaii.
We love a boat. You know,
I don't.
I'm trying to get Scott to buy one. He refuses.
Really?
Yeah.
I would too.
To not buy one?
Yeah.
No, I need a boat.
For what? Well, I
need
need
it.
you to have a boat.
See, you see what I'm saying?
I need a
Exactly.
wife that has a boat.
I think that's Scott's holdup.
Get it together.
He's like, who's gonna take care of it? And I'm like, me. He's
You
like,
obviously
"Girl."
no,
you, Scott? Hello.
you love taking care of your cars, so take care of your boat. Like, come on.
A bigger car.
But you said it. His cars. When's the last time something on the Prius got fixed? Well, actually, this
Ooh.
week. This week.
Oh,
he did.
before
Yeah.
that,
But
Yeah.
before that, I'm showing up to inspections and they're like, this end link's about to fall off. I'm like, what the fuck's an end link?
Scott's like,
You're
"Nah, I
like,
don't see it.
God,
he
hello.
literally said that. He's like, I don't know what they're talking about, but I'll change it.
The way his
So-
car's like pristine too.
No, literally.
Literally getting like thousands
Okay.
of likes.
No, yeah. No, it's like viral on his first TikTok posted ever. Yeah, no, yeah. No, the way it's we drove to North Carolina, the Tennessee border a couple weekends ago. Why was the AC broken? I'm sitting in the fucking car. at
That's the
95
gag.
degrees. I'm like,
The one time he needs to like actually
please.
fix it up.
Well, now it's fixed. Post trip.
Yeah,
post-trip.
obviously. I'm like, look, I can't live like this.
Oh,
I can't.
If we're taking your car, I cannot be living like
That's what
this.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Last week he's like, let's take my car to get coffee. I'm like, I don't want it. He's like, I fixed the AC. We need to test it. I'm like,
Test it yourself,
Fine.
Scott.
yes. I'm like, why do I have to have to do
Suffer.
it? The Prius AC does amazing work. you
Oh,
know?
it
Exactly.
does. That thing's freezing.
No, I love her.
I was so cold.
Everything.
it's worth it.
It was worth it. That's one point I was like, okay, this is just what it is.
Mhm.
Sorry.
But
God
yeah,
bless
travel.
Prius
Travel.
stuff.
Yeah.
Travel.
Travel.
Travel. Yeah. So today we're talking about our travel experiences because we are traveling girlies, and some of us, actually all of us, have been out of the country. Got some trips planned. Have some past trips.
Mhm.
Katie went to Japan. Aaron's going to Europe. I'm going somewhere.
In California one of these days.
California.
One of these days,
Keep
we'll be
looking, it's
reunited.
so expensive. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll make it
Mhm.
eventually at some point. I'm thinking of a solo trip somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we're traveling, but travel can be good, right? And it could be bad. And those bad times make great stories.
Yeah.
Maybe, depending on what side you're on.
So are we diving into bad stories
Let's dive
first?
into bad
Okay.
stories.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, are you gonna continue your sentence or just leave it there?
Yeah, let's dive into bad stories first.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any. I have
Oh,
funny
have bad
stories,
stories?
but I don't have like bad stories.
okay, I have bad stories.
Me
So
too.
you go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, I have two bad stories, but I will make them quick, I promise. So when my ex-husband and I gotta stop saying like his first name, just like blasting him like that. When my ex-husband and I moved across the country to Portland, right? We drove. The thing is, his car was a stick shift. I cannot drive stick shift. So
Been there.
yeah, and
Currently
it
there.
was a Honda. And I had no interest in learning how to drive a stick shift because I'm not driving across the country. I refused to do that. So that was the first time. So the first time we did it was when he was moving to Portland. So we drove across the country. We were following his parents, but I didn't have to drive or anything. The thing is, this took a week and a half. And there's no cell service in a lot of the places, right? A lot, especially like
Yeah.
the West, like Indiana. Not was it Indiana? Idaho.
You know,
like those,
knowing your geography,
The middle.
we're just
The
calling
middle.
it bad.
yeah, those states over there. The states that you get to before you like New Mexico, California, like Montana, like
Like
that.
past the Mississippi, basically.
Yes, like
Yeah.
that area. Never eat soggy waffles. Like the Southwest area. Um,
Yes.
yeah, no service. Not
Wait.
lots to.
Yeah. Okay. No, go
What?
ahead. Go ahead. Nothing.
Okay. Okay.
It's got to be the never eat soggy. What is
Never eat soggy waffles.
It was you saying the Southwest and being like, and like
Southwest.
the Montana. You were like, anyway.
Montana, Southwest. Never eat soggy waffles. Southwest.
Keep going.
Yes.
Keep going.
It's Northwest, but that's fine.
Fuck.
It's fine.
You were right about New Mexico. though.
Southwest.
You were saying
yeah,
those, but then you
yeah.
were talking about the other. Anyway,
To
continue.
Montana.
The Idaho.
To Portland. Yeah.
yeah.
Montana is Northwest.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. New Mexico is Southwest. Whatever.
Yes.
It's in the West.
Well, you said both, so I was just like rolling with it, you know?
It's in the fucking West. It's
Yeah.
on the left side of America.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, there is no service. There is no service. Like I said, we were following his parents. And there became a point where like we lost his parents. We're in the middle of fucking Montana or Idaho or some random ass spot. I don't know. And it's either you go this way or you go that way. Like it's one road. And our GPS, we're driving. We can't find them, but we're like, we know they're on this road because this road's like hundreds of miles long. They got to be down here. We're going down this road. We're going. It's been like 40 minutes at this point. The GPS like keeps updating the time. Like
if you don't have service, the GPS doesn't know where you are.
it
So it's
doesn't,
like,
yeah. So it doesn't
could
know
be-
where we are. So
yeah.
we're like, okay, maybe it's just trying to like recalibrate. Like,
Mhm.
who knows? Like it's just trying to figure
Out where we
itself out.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what's going on. So it got to a point where it had been like an hour by now. We're not getting any closer to like our meetup point, and we're like, okay, like what do we do? Because it's just a straightaway. You're either going back or you're going forth. Like there's
Yeah.
turns on this road. And it had been like an hour, and we finally like stop at this rinky dink ass like Hills Have Eyes like gas station. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh great, we're about to get fucking murdered. And we stop, we try to get some service, like, you know, have like the phones up in the thing. And we finally call them. We're like, hey, like, where are you guys? Like on this long ass road. And mind you, we have to go into the gas station, get a map, like a physical map. You guys know, I don't know where anything is, let alone.
I was thinking that the whole time. You're like, it's updating. We're driving.
Yes.
I was like, she's lost. Good thing she's not
Yeah.
driving.
We have to look at a physical, like an actual map.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I was in the fucking Oregon Trail. It was insane. So we're
You're like,
look-
am I gonna get dysentery out here?
no, truly. We're like asking the Montana guy that's working there who has like 3 teeth, like, hey, like, if we're supposed to be at this dot, how do we get to that dot? And we're like showing him like our phone that says like it's supposed to be this way. And he's like, you are the wrong way. Like, you are not even, you're not going where you need to be going. So
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
much after like finally getting in contact with his parents, we see that like they had turned on like the one turn, right? The
An
one
hour
turn,
back.
an
Yeah.
hour back. We were just going on the straightaway, and the GPS was basically telling us like, you need to take a U-turn.
They're like reroute.
Yes,
And
and
you're
the
like, oh, it's
longer we kept
updating.
driving down, the GPS was just like, just make U-turn. But like, the farther you go, the longer the U-turn is.
Yeah.
Nowhere to make a U-turn. Like,
Right.
it is literally a straight fucking road.
Mm.
So it's like 8 o'clock at night. Like, we don't have service. I can't drive. Like, he had been driving for like 6 hours already. We're in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, I guess we're like, what are we supposed to do? So they basically had to drive. Like, they had to turn around to meet us. And then we had to drive together all the way back. Like, wasted like a whole hour. Like, it was such a nightmare. Like, I remember we stopped at a gas station and he got cigarettes because he was so stressed.
He's like, I need
He's like, I need something to take the edge off.
I need something.
Like, he has not smoked cigarettes in like ages. I'm like, honestly, same. Like, I
Hand it over.
no, truly,
You're like, pass it.
there's nothing I can do in this situation. I can't drive. I can't tell you the direction we're going. Like, we're sitting ducks. Like,
Damn.
yeah. So that was like the worst.
I mean, at least you made it eventually, but
We
that's
did.
rough.
Like, luckily we had like a meetup like point of like, okay, if we get lost, like, here's the hotel. But like, still, if you don't have service,
Well, yeah, exactly.
and you
Yeah.
get a map, then like, well, shit, what do I do then? You know, I was no hope. Anyway, that's
Passenger princess, what can you
No,
say?
truly.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
your
out
job.
there like on the radio. It's
Right.
just the local radio, and it was just like Native American like folk music, and you get like in a trance almost of like the
Straight road,
yeah,
I mean-
straight road trance. You start seeing like the little, what's it called, the mirages and stuff. Yeah, it wasn't a good time.
I know. 8 o'clock, you're looking out the window for Bigfoot. I know it.
Oh, girl, yeah,
Girl.
I was looking for everybody out
Yeah,
that way.
anything.
Middle of Montana. I'm like, I'm seeing something out here. Like,
Gotta.
What you hear?
no, listen, I know something's out there, and I'm finding you. I'm eyes glued to
Yeah,
the
you gotta. I mean,
Who needs service when you got mythical creatures?
mythical creatures. The Native American music was blasting. I'm like, this is it. I'm gonna see something, whether it's a UFO or
A little werewolf moment.
something.
Yeah.
stick in a hand. Just,
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Crazy time for sure.
oh gosh, so funny.
Well, I have a rough one too. So I guess this one requires a little bit of backstory. So my family was taking a family trip to Ireland because my mom was like,
Homeland.
let's go see. Yeah, exactly. We were
Yeah.
going to visit some fam. Well, like it must have been 2 or 3 weeks before we went to Ireland. I wake up sick as a dog. I wake up, I'm like, I have strep throat. I have strep throat. So I go to the doctor. They give me antibiotics. It doesn't help. I go back to the doctor. I'm like, I have strep throat. She's like, it came back negative, but like all the symptoms are there. I believe you. They gave me another round of antibiotics. So I'm on antibiotics while we're in Ireland. You know, I'm still feeling sick. It's like I'm making the best of it, but I'm going to sleep every night at like 8 o'clock. I'm like, it's jet lag. It's my strep throat acting up. Well, the other thing with going to Ireland was I was a little stubborn and I was like, Mom, while I'm there, let me just go to Amsterdam, France, and Switzerland and make a little graduation trip out of it. My mom's like, you're not doing that by yourself. And I'm like, I will be fine. She ends up coming with me. Love that for her. So my dad and my sister go back to America after Ireland. I'm done with my antibiotics, but I'm not feeling better.
Oh my gosh.
We take the train to Amsterdam. I sleep the whole way there. We're in Amsterdam. There's a heat wave in Europe. They don't have AC because there's never a heat wave in Europe. So we walk 10 miles the first day and I feel so sick. I'm throwing up everything I'm eating. I'm like, I feel so sick, but I'm like, I walked 10 miles and it's a heat wave. Like I'm dehydrated, whatever, right? So we make it through Amsterdam. We're there for like two-ish days, I think. And then we take the train to Paris. I'm asleep the whole way to Paris.
Damn, shoddy.
We get to Paris and I can't do a thing. I am so sick. I'm like,
No.
girl, I can't do this. We go to the Eiffel Tower. My mom's never been to Paris before. I'd been in high school, but she's like, let's have fun. Let's go. So we went to the Eiffel Tower. We go back to our hotel. We ended up we had an Airbnb we had to cancel because it was on like the fifth floor, no elevator. My mom's like, girl, my knees can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
that's so true.
Honestly,
And then with the heat waves, so we found a Holiday Inn that had AC in the lobby only and Wi-Fi in the lobby only, but it had an elevator, so that was fine. We go out to dinner. I'm like, girl, I can't eat. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just like, I'm so sick. I can't. Like,
Oh my
we end up going to
gosh.
some bakery. My mom's like, bitch, I'm sitting here on the Seine eating a croissant when I should be having some French dinner. Like, I should be
yeah.
living
Aw.
it up. And here you are, like, gagging at my croissant. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. We get back to the hotel. I haven't eaten anything. I'm just gagged. I'm throwing up. I'm like, there's nothing coming out. I looked at my mom. I'm like, girl, we got to go home. Like, we never made it to Switzerland. The next day on a flight back home.
Yeah.
Girl, I got home. I had fucking mono.
That's what I was gonna say.
What the fuck? Anyway, so my doctor's like, good thing nothing happened. You walked 10 miles. Like, because you're not supposed to do shit like that.
You're supposed to
Right.
be in bed.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. So,
That's crazy.
worst time ever.
That's awful. Actually, you saying your story reminded me of actually a bad travel.
Ooh.
So this is when I was in 8th grade. Me and my family went to India because my aunt was getting married in India. So we were there for like 2 weeks exploring the whole country. Not the whole country, but maybe
I was gonna say that.
north, south, east, west, like of India. So we arrive in Bangalore, which is kind of more central, and my mom's family is from Kerala, which is like the southern tip of India. And India is low-key a big place. So we were like, oh, okay, we'll travel like here, there, everywhere. Like most of the times we had like short hour two flights. But my mom was like, you remember when I was a little girl? And I was like, I need you to stop that thought right there because this is already going to be bad for RM. And she was like, I remember when I was a little girl, we used to take the train and I loved taking the train all over the like Indian countryside, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So she thought it was a good idea to take the train from Bangalore to Kerala, which was about 17 hours.
Oh my God. On one train.
All right.
On one train.
Girl.
And it was an overnight moment. And these are not like, well, when I was there in 2007, it was not like the updated trains of America that we have. I like maybe they've been updated since then. I don't know. I haven't been back, but they were a mess. So it's like me, my two sisters, my mom, dad. And so my mom was like, I booked us the like business class, section. It's a sleeper car, blah, blah, blah. And then we were like, okay, we get in there. There's not even a door to the sleeper car section. It's like a curtain.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's a curtain. And so there's like two fold out like beds basically, and so you like fold out the top bed, fold out the bottom, or the bottom bed is already folded out because that's where you sit, but you have the two fold outs, and then my dad is across the aisle in this like single seat that can be like folded out. My dad is also like at this time like so very sick, but okay, he's a man, so is he so very sick or is it like a cold, like TBD? But he was, feeling so sick. And so we were just like sat there, and we left at like maybe like 10 p.m. or 9 or 10 p.m. one night. And then we arrived in Kerala like so we arrived in Kerala like next day, like evening time. And the train made 2 stops, and the 2 stops were like 30 minutes after we boarded the train and then like an hour or 2 before we were supposed to get off. And they also don't stop the train for very long. So like when you're trying to get off the train, like you have to haul ass. You have to grab your bags. Like there was one time like someone was like throwing us our bag like basically off the train because it was like they're like, they come to eat, they leave. Like, you have to be quick. Also, I just remembered that this train did not have like an actual toilet. It had the hole in the ground moment. Like, that was what it was. And so it was just a whole mess the whole time. And so as soon as we get off the train, we're like, RM, never again. Like, we are not taking. She was like, wasn't that so fun, so beautiful? And I was like, first of all, most of the time it was pitch black. Like, we
Right.
couldn't see the Indian, farmland or whatever that you wanted to see. And then in the morning, yeah, it was like pretty, but I was like, this is beyond insane. Like, we are
For like a
we
7th,
are
8th
not doing
grader,
it.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, yeah, that's
And
rough.
I was
And then your
like,
younger sister, I mean, I can't
yeah.
imagine. Cabin
We were all just like, so
Yeah.
what are we talking about next? Like, because we're not bringing like, because you also have to be careful. We're not bringing like all of our electronics like out here. Like, also it was 2007, so there weren't that many, but like the little iPod touches or whatever, like we weren't bringing out here. So we were like books, coloring books, like word searches. It was a mess.
Big yikes. Oh,
So anyway,
glad you had an amazing experience.
Yeah.
that was amazing. Loved that for us.
So cultured.
Truly.
Gosh.
We should probably talk about some good moments, on a
Yeah.
little bit of a high.
Yeah. Good travel moments. I mean, I think the best travel moment you can get is one when they offer money to get your seat and you take the voucher. Like,
Yeah.
Please.
I'm thinking like generally here,
Mhm.
like great travel moments. That
Honestly.
getting the voucher is always nice. Back when like Southwest did the seat, like you could pick your seat, like getting a bomb ass seat on Southwest, or even other airlines when there's no one that sits next to you. Amazing travel
Yeah.
moment. I hate driving, so I don't have any good travel moments for driving, unfortunately. The train's fun, but like you said, Aaron, you can only do so much. Like,
Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
a 4 or 5 hour train ride. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I can deal
solid,
with this.
solid. And
Anything past that?
that's a lot. Yeah, like take a flight,
Yeah.
honestly. But I mean, best travel moment, going to New Jersey with you.
Oh my God. Wow. Amazing. New Jersey girl. I know you're lying.
Wow.
Driving to New Jersey was
Yeah,
such
our
a
little
treat.
12-hour day. Actually, well, no, it was like a 18-hour day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
18 hours of travel.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot.
Too funny.
But the travel you can't beat is just using your own 2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
I don't know what that means, but
I don't know her, but
We
no, I
said
was
it on, like
thinking,
a positive note. I was, trying to do like a nice little thing. I don't know, poem. I don't know.
moving on. No. um, no, I was remembering the voucher. Like, you said, a voucher. I remember when me, my mom, and my younger sister were coming back from London. I think my older sister was there too. Anyway,
Traveler you are.
we love to
India,
travel.
London, Korea. You've been to all
We
the
love-
continents.
except for Africa
for
and
Antarctica.
Australia.
Uh-huh.
Antarctica. Moving on.
We're at a
Travel
seven.
vouchers. So they were like, okay, we overbooked your flight. Can you take a voucher? And my mom, 2 sisters were like, yes, absolutely. We'll take a voucher. I was like, I need to get home because I am set to do this like summer musical theater camp or set to work it. And I was like, I need to make money. And this is like one of the like fun weeks of my summer. So I was like, I need to get back. And so they were like, okay, they'll take the voucher. They'll fly out tomorrow and we will get you on the flight that is, later on in the day, like at night. I was like, okay, slay. And I still got like $150 like from the airline because they kicked me off that flight. And I was like, okay, perfect. So I am sitting at the airport by myself. I think I was like, I feel like I was in high school at this time. Anyway, so I'm sitting at the airport, get to my gate, and I, hand them my seat, my ticket, and they're like, "Oh, you've been upgraded." I said, oh,
Ooh.
I've been upgraded. And they're like, okay, yeah, here's your new seat. Go ahead, blah, blah, blah. So I'm flying British Airways and I'm walking onto the plane and they're like, oh, you're right over there. I'm in fucking business class, not even premium economy. I'm in business class, like where there are like two seats. It's like two, two, two in that big, like overseas plane. And so I'm sitting in luxury. I have like
Yeah.
I have the most leg room I've ever had in my life. Like they're like, "Oh, would you like, this nice dish?" I'm like, "Yes, I would. Thank you." And it was just like so crazy. And so I get back, got back on time, get to do my summer thing, and then my mom and sisters get back and I pick them up from the airport and they're like, "Ugh, our flight was a mess. We were sat in the back by the bathrooms, like three all together." And I was like, I was in business class. And they were like,
Oh my
so we
god.
should have taken the earlier flight. And I was like, you win some, you lose some. I won some, you lost some. But we move on.
Love.
It was a
Right.
great
I'm
time.
thinking about modes of transportation now. Like, I had a good experience on the train car in New Orleans.
Oh,
Yeah, when we visited, we stayed with one of my friend's cousins who lived in the Garden District. We took the train car to Bourbon and then obviously
Yeah.
got drunk, had a
Yeah,
moment
was
on
gonna
Bourbon.
say,
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Like it's 2 a.m. Me and you guys know Katie. She's the one who picked me up from Harrisonburg.
Yeah.
The two of us were like, I need to go home. It's
Yeah.
2 a.m. We're basically blackout drunk, like the two of us. Like
Yeah.
there's a photo that of us that exists. I don't remember taking it. Like we look so cute in it, but it's everything. And I just remember my friend Holly, she's the one whose car broke down when Katie had picked me up in Harrisonburg. Our other friend, and the cousin we were staying with, they were like, we're not ready to go back yet. We'll take an Uber later. We're going to go to the strip club. I'm like, girl, it's 2 a.m. I'm blackout drunk. I'm not going to the strip club. Yeah. The only thing I remember was her holding up her quarter to me because we were going to take the train car back. And she's like, this is my last quarter. Please make sure you get back to the apartment. And I remember me and Katie are sitting on there just struggle busing on the train car. It was nice and like lit up and amazing. And she's like, I don't know what stop we're supposed to get off at. I'm like, the vibes, girl. We'll know when we get there.
You will see when we get there.
The spirits will tell me, and they did. And we got off, and she's like, I don't know if this is it. I'm like, let's just walk a block. You know what I mean? Like, let's just. And she's like, wait, this is it. I'm like, girl, I know.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
We love a little 25-cent moment, I'm like, girl, I can get us there. Because unlike some people in this room, I can feel when I'm going the wrong way.
I can't.
No,
Every way is the right way for me.
when we were in Japan, we make a turn. I'm like, Scott, there's no way this is the right way. He's like, no, the GPS says. The number of times I was right, every single
I
time.
wish I had an internal compass
You
like
can
that.
just feel when it's wrong.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm like, we're supposed to be going to like some food market. This place is like residential.
This is a dead end.
Why? Yeah. So I'm like, girl, I can make it home on that train car blackout drunk. Don't worry about me.
I got it.
I need
So
to be
funny.
ready for the zombie apocalypse. Then is what it
Girl,
sounds like.
no, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
No,
No.
you're KMSing.
Yeah.
Same.
No.
I'm not surviving. Like, let's not get that twisted.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be fighting for that.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
no.
Like, I couldn't live in that much fear all the time.
God no.
Like, because I probably, in theory, could survive generally, but like
I know.
the safety of it all.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
I can't live in fear like that.
Mm-mm.
The day that I wouldn't be able to charge my vape, done.
Yeah.
Cooked.
So you got like 5 days.
Yeah, cooked.
It's over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good 5 days, and then
I
we're
cannot charge my vape. It's over. I'm done. It was a good run.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That is so funny. Gosh, I'm trying to think of other.
Right. Okay.
Loves the Knicks, anyone?
All right. Yeah.
So
I don't have many. I'll start, I guess.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
My one ick this week is sports betting. I hate it. I
Mm.
hate how in your face it is for literally anything and everything. I can't go anywhere without seeing an ad for sports betting. I'm getting sports betting videos on my feed, and I'm like, because they're hockey related. So
Yes.
like they think it's what I want to see. And it's just like, you know, we should have never been allowed to do online sports betting. Like whenever that law changed,
Yeah.
we should go back
It's too
because
much.
it really it's ruining lives. I know it is. Like
But it's also making lives better because I saw this girl pay off her Beyonce ticket and more from the Eagles.
Way I used to get so
And
many gifts from a guy that did sports betting. Like,
ugh, they just make it so easy. I mean, I
do.
see all the
They do.
parlays
it's too
and
accessible. I don't know what a parlay is.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I hate it.
Well, we don't have time to explain.
Anyway, Google it later. Move on.
Sports betting on this podcast, so we will not be
you
promoting.
dumb bitch. I don't have the time.
First of all, the last supposed to be sports betting on this podcast.
We're trying to change the tides. You're right. You're right. Sports betting bad.
Somebody already owes money to the state of Virginia. I like if you start going bad on bets and
Could you imagine a bookie
Florida
looking
fucking
for me?
No, it's crazy.
Your bookie walking into your office and being like, "I found you every Thursday."
It's just like we don't need it, so
That's
you
the
don't need
last
to know what a
thing I
parlay
need.
is. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like you don't
crying.
Because the way my bracket was busted,
That's what I'm
like the
saying.
second, not even the second round, the first round. Yeah, I don't need
and
to
that's
be
what
doing
they make it
parlays.
so easy. They're like, if the Panthers score 2 or more goals,
what I'm
you
saying.
can cash. No, it's
Fuck,
like
that's what I'm saying.
no, you can't do it. You can't do it.
Fuck, maybe I should because I feel like the
No.
Oilers are gonna win.
Okay, you heard it here first, everyone. When the Oilers lose an idea out. When it's
She's down $50. Like that's why. Like
I'll just do like $20. I'll just do like $20. $20.
no,
If I get $5 returned,
slippery slope.
yeah.
Anyway, my love.
Anyway, back to love.
So last week, Adia talked about those AI videos, and the problem is you sent them to us last night. So now my feed thinks I want to see them, but mine have a twist. I'm seeing AI Bigfoot,
and I hate it. And I hate
the
it.
AI Loch Ness Monster, the AI Chupacabra, the AI New Jersey Devil, the AI Mothman. I'm seeing
I know.
every single one of
He
them.
was like, "Hey guys, I'm Moffy," and I was like, "And we're closing. This is too much."
And you love it.
No,
And you
I
love it.
literally love it. And it's like that's if we're gonna do AI, don't do the vlogs. Do the Bigfoot vlog. I'm there. I have the inside jokes down. Like Bigfoot, he quit smoking. He's on Zins now.
Stop.
Oh my god!
Stop. Please.
He's talking. One of them, he was talking about how he was vaping, but then he's like, I gotta quit. He's like, he's Zinnies, baby. Anyway, so it's your fault. You opened this can of worms because you sent those vlogs.
Okay, but you sent vlogs of the fucking stew, and I'm not obsessed with the stew. Like
I needed you to see what was happening, but you're not seeing the stew on your page,
I
are
feel
you?
like Frankenstein. Like I feel like I created a monster.
You did, because this is directly tied. I didn't see one of them until after I watched the AI vlog this morning, and then the next video on my feed was literally the Loch Ness Monster. I'm like, wait,
Because they know you like monsters, and they're
Exactly.
like, you just watched this video. Let's mix it up.
exactly.
Let's do
Yeah.
two
They
birds,
have
one
pretty
stone.
big followings, honestly.
Oh, I know.
Every single
people
vid's
are
got-
eating them up,
And I'm one of them.
Hate it. I hate it.
I'm one of them, so
They got
I love
you.
it.
They
No,
got her.
They did. They did.
They got her.
It's a waste of water, but if we're gonna do it, you might as well.
The environmentalist major over here. It's a waste of water, but I love it.
I think about it all the time. Anytime I watch anything AI, anytime anybody mentions ChatGPT, I'm like, damn, the water. Anyway, and then my other love is, so last week I finished the Vampire Chronicles series by Anne Rice, and I was like, what am I gonna do now? Well, I
Read it
read the
again.
werewolf book.
Oh,
Yeah, the Wolf Gift. It's everything.
I read the world.
Yeah, if you're on the fence, I highly recommend it. So that's that.
There we go. I love. I have one ick and one love. My ick is that I bit the inside of my lip and now it like hurts so badly. And like, if I'm just like sitting there quietly or even talking a little, like it's fine. But then like I go to brush my teeth and I'm like, oh my gosh, or I like accidentally like bite my lip again. Like anyway, it's just a mess and I hate it and I need it to be gone ASAP. My love, so the concert that I was saying was postponed is now on and it's for my birthday. I'm going to see one of my boys on my B-day. So that'll be fun. And so I'll wear a birthday sash, I'll wave at him, and I'll move on with my day.
Love that.
So that's love.
That's great. That's great. My love for the week. It was supposed to be for last week. I forgot about it, and then I found it again. It might not even be relevant anymore. But for the time being, it was a great time. On TikTok, the people that were recreating the video of that singer
Please.
that is barefoot.
Oh, on the tippy toes?
No, I can't watch them.
Married in a year.
Yeah.
With the kids going on in 3. Like the way
was
I ate that up.
It's funny because
It's the ex-Christian of you. Or no, it's the Christian of you.
I watched the first 5 seconds, swiped out. I'm like, I can't watch it. I couldn't do it.
I can't do his video. It's the recreations of
Okay.
everyone, their videos that I'm eating up, because everyone is like getting the shot of him on his tippy toes, and it is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I was crying watching some of these like replication videos. I just love it. And yes, it is like Christian core, like 100%. Like
for sure. I was like, that's Young Life to the T. Like that's what he was
100%.
doing.
The guitar, the socks,
The lights, the phone lights being like the
everyone
only vibe.
being dead silent, knowing that this is like a guy,
like,
but like
be married. Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, so that was a love. I only have one love. My icks and my hates for this week. Number 1, getting my knee tattooed and feeling like such a pick me now, because like I cannot stop wearing dresses. I'm only wearing pants today because, like I said earlier, it's itchy as fuck, and I have to stop myself like a little cat, like a little dog with a cone on its neck. I had to stop myself from scratching it, so I wore pants today. I can't. I just literally feel like such a pick me, like when I wear a dress, because it's like I'm not trying to show it off, but like I am.
You did pay for it, so you want people to see it.
No, exactly.
Like, yeah, but like the way that like this guy on the street was like, "Oh, that looks nice. I bet that hurts," and I was like, "Never look at me again."
Yeah,
and it's like,
yuck.
Like this is not for you. Again, like it's not for you. It's for the girls, the gays, and the theys. I don't need a grown man telling me that. Anyway,
especially unsolicited.
Yes.
I don't know you.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, "Oh, you just got that, huh? It must have hurt." I'm like, yeah.
Yuck, bye.
Yeah, what gave it away? The fact that it's still bandaged up? Anyway.
What an episode, y'all. Travel, loves, icks. Mostly icks because of the 20 minutes in the beginning. But anyway, thank you everybody for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, Girls, Gays, and Days.
Only.
And men who are not problematic.
Yes.
You can stay, but don't be too much.
Just like in Florida.
Anyway, follow us wherever you listen to podcasts, and we'll see you next week. Bye.